happy people. So hope you guys are doing great. Still here in Coldfoot, working away. Hopefully I'll get out of here in a couple hours or so. Bumped from a flight. There was another flight that I was supposed to be on, but a family was trying to get out of here, and I said, oh yeah, definitely keep the family together. You don't, especially working above the Arctic Circle, keep your family together. No, working here is wild. My goodness. I've seen everything from horses to helicopters to 1930s era vehicles that were driving, a couple of them up the Dalton Highway here, to motorcycles that are driving on this road. Just crazy on this road up here on the Dalton Highway. And then what else have I seen? Caribou. This is like caribou season in this neck of the woods, so a lot of people are getting caribou, so that's happening. And on top of that, I got electrocuted, just another day, right? Being an electrician. Working too fast. Got to try to slow down. A whole lot of new electrical changes and things that are happening here. We're trying to bring more safety here so less people get shocked. A lot of grounding, a lot of bonding, a lot of neutral stuff, and powering up multiple buildings, blah, blah, blah. Lots of good stuff. Like I said, getting ready to get on the plane. I want to give an update on Aunt Cheryl, but it's probably more appropriate if I go do it at home. So I'm going to go do that at home. In the meantime, let's go get in the plane. Get back to North Pole.
You are my shelter from the storm. You keep me safe inside your wings. You are my comfort when life gets hard. You lead me to water to drink, and now I trust your gentle hand, even when I can't understand. I know your voice. I'm not afraid. Walking with me at the same pace.
All right, made it home. It's good to be home. And like I was telling you guys before, I wanted to do an update with as far as what's going on with Aunt Cheryl. And I don't know how do you say that, I guess.
Well, she's not in pain anymore.
She's not in pain.
Yeah. Which we are grateful for, because she had a hard go as far as physical ailments and stuff like that. But you'd never really know it. Because she was just kind of like she always called herself a tough old bird.
She actually was. I remember she had like COVID, and she was struggling. She's in the hospital. This is probably the end. This was 4 years ago or something.
She's like, nah.
But that's so she's passed away, and it all happened extremely fast.
She was in hospice for
just a few days, I think. So Mom was able to get there.
Mom was able to get there, praise.
And most of her brothers, right?
Yes, all of her siblings except for one.
Yep,
and he was coming that next day. So all of them were there. Super, super grateful. Mom said that she was never alone. She always had somebody coming in and out. She's got great family there. Her daughter, her granddaughter, who she's very, very close to, essentially kind of like a second mom.
Yep.
She was there. Just surrounded by a lot of people who loved her very, very much. Sent us a little message.
She sent a little video.
We were super grateful for.
Saying how much that she just...
she loved us.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much she loved us, and how
much she felt loved here.
Yep.
Kind of where we're at.
It was very sudden. Right. Basically, we got the call that she was not doing well and she was moving into hospice.
Things change quickly. Yeah.
Mom shared an interesting story about how during some of the duration, she'd be in and out of consciousness because she'd be on medications and stuff like that to keep her comfortable.
A lot of morphine, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And one day she just kind of was out for the duration of the day, and she came back that next day and was her eyes were open and stuff, and Mom was like, hey, where were you? Where were you the other day? And she's like, I was in heaven. And she mentioned all the different people that she saw, like G-Ma, and she has a daughter that's there, and her grandson is there, and who else did she say? She was rattling them off on everybody that she had seen. Just like, really? Oh, wow, okay. They talk, sometimes they talk about how you have 1 foot here and 1 foot in heaven. A lot of times when you're going through that, and there's been, we don't know. No one knows.
Right.
No one has told us on the other side, really. So, but yeah, that was neat.
And you felt like you need to record some music for her, right?
For some reason, it just it came over me that I wanted to sing for her. And I was able to sing for great grandma, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to be there. So I just pulled out my phone, did a little a couple hymns, and Mom was able to play them for her. So
cool.
I was grateful for that.
I hit off guard. I was working an electrical panel, and then Mom calls. And by that time, she couldn't talk, but she could still hear. So I got to go say, like, last words. Just...
It's okay, babe. We got to do that, too. Me and the kids, we all hunkered around, and we just got to tell her that we loved her, and we were so thankful for her, and that we were so grateful that she came up here and spent, how many years was that? 6 years?
6 years.
6 years here. And we really got to know her and grow to love her, and she got to build a relationship with great grandma. It was a very, very special time, so I'm grateful that she was able to come.
And she's always told my dad, she goes, like, the time that she had here, the 6 years she had in Alaska, was like the best time of her life. So.
We are going to have a little memorial for her.
Oh, yeah.
Next summer, I think, right?
I think she wanted to, I mean, of course plans could change, but I'm pretty sure her final wishes were to have her ashes sprinkled by the slough at Mom and Dad's house, right? Out in front of the water there.
Yep, because it was her favorite spot and peaceful, and the family should be able to get together for that. Really neat thing that happened on the way back home with Mom. She was flying home.
Oh, yeah. Grandma, or Aunt Cheryl's mom. My grandmother, she was holding little Garrett when he was a baby, right before she passed.
And she actually passed away at Mom and Dad's. We'll never forget it, is that after she passed away, a giant rainbow filled the sky. And we were able to get a picture of it.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was just cool, right? Like it wasn't even really raining. It was just kind of there. And then when Mom was flying on her way back home from being with Auntie, a giant rainbow was in the clouds where the plane was. And she grabbed a picture of that. And I told Mom, I said, if there's a rainbow that appears after you pass away, it's going to be like
you're going to freak out. You're just going to freak out.
It's a significant sign. And Mom just feels that is just like you know what? They're all right.
Yep.
It's a peaceful feeling, I guess, which is just crazy. And then you rarely see them when you're up in a plane.
Right.
You really don't really see them. And then when she landed, it was super, super cloudy.
Yep.
So, just crazy. It was just neat. Just a little sprinkle.
A little sprinkle. We've all had time to process all the things, too, because you got the call from Mom. You got to say goodbyes. Of course, you and Audrey called me all in tears, and I'm over there trying to work on an electrical panel. I'm like, I should probably turn this panel off while I'm working on this right now. That's kind of where we're at. Aunt Cheryl was one of our very first happy peoples. She was one of our very early subscribers. Don't do this stuff very well. Cheryl was one of our very first happy peoples subscribers, so she watched regularly. I'm going to wrap this one up before I water the lawn here too much, but Aunt Cheryl was one of our very first happy peoples. She's probably watching in heaven, so we love you. And with that, let's have her close us out.
Thanks for watching. See you again.